I swear to God, on my life, that man, those were his exact words. Why? You know, he would never communicate to me why. Nick Albuquerque is his name. And then you also have him as an administrative law judge, and then there's a whole bunch of other people from that situation, time and place who have promotions within the government. Let's look at David Shepard, the original detective who dragged me into all of this shit. Tried taking dates, pushed me, you know, closer into the arms of you-know-who. This year, first seat on the Republican Party Senate. Chicago fired him after he was found guilty of that shit from internal affairs investigation, and Oak Lawn hired him. You know, I don't want anything bad for anyone. I just want to know what the fuck is going on with me when I've been victimized repeatedly, and rather than having any assistance, rather than having any resolution, they just kick me from place to 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 place for years. We have AI already, smart societies and all of this, so what the fuck is the problem? Why is AI not stepping up to the plate and resolving this shit? I can let you know for a fact that AI can run transcripts like this, that they could have every single video that I've ever recorded, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, all of these videos, and my own personal narratives. They can run a transcript in words, in writing, and they can create for you a timeline of all of the times I've been victimized, every single thing that's gone on. That do that easily. We don't need a human to do it. AI can do it. We have programs already that exist that can do that. So what the fuck is going on? What is going on? No, thank you. I'm tired of walking around with $5 in my pocket. I'm a grown-ass woman with 4 children. I don't want to wash your dishes. I don't want to, you know, clean up after anyone else. I'm a problem solver. I always have been and I always will be. So here I am observing these issues, and I say to the staff, you know, why doesn't everyone just go into the kitchen when they're done eating and wash their plate? Whoa. Simple. Then we don't have to have a humongous montón de cosas sucios, right? We could just wash one by one, and then that's it. There's 2 doors on the kitchen, one going in and one going through the front. As soon as they're done eating from the dining room, they go through the back door, lava el plato, y ya se van. It's so easy. But instead they have us all doing it. I said it a million times as well. They make knockoff Roombas. You know, the vacuum, the robot vacuum? They make them for $75, maybe under that, maybe 50 on Alibaba. Or other wholesale sites. Tons of wholesale sites have them. The non-name brand ones. Buy 2 or 3 of those for the shelter. I guarantee you they get at least that in donations. You should see what they got there. They're in Lincoln Park. All these shelters have money. Let me explain something to you. The fact that they continue to refer to them as programs and we just keep getting, you know, kicked around from spot to spot. Some of these people are fuck-ups, right? Some of these people have either been oppressed or chosen drug life or just don't have education, and they truly will never find a job. What are they doing with these people? And if I can't with a college education, what chance do the rest of these people stand? You know, what's going on? So we continue to put me in a situation where I am victimized, slandered, libeled, aimed, defaced, physically assaulted, sexually assaulted, stabbed, had my head split open with a tire iron, had all of my money stolen from me, my vehicle, a Cadillac CTS, stolen, sold without the title in Valdosta, Georgia. My home taken from me, separated from my children since 2020 who lived with me full time prior to that. And I do these periodically. I do these updates periodically and say the same thing over and over and over again, and no one's doing shit. I don't need someone to come and save me. I need someone to say, oh, guess what? In 2019, whatever, we signed a little document. It's called the United States Constitution, the Constitution of the United States, where the preamble reads, we the people, in order to serve a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. And I was born here in that country, the United States of America, and I took my Constitution test, and I gave birth 4 times in this country. And I want to know what it's going to take for all the ways that my rights have been violated to be repaid, for vindication. When do I get what I'm owed? That's a dollar amount. When does the money for my vehicle get returned to me? When does the pain and suffering from being raped in the street in cold blood, having my head split open, when do I get paid for that? Because they put that person in prison for 18 months, and an officer gave me paperwork for something called Marcys rights. Marcys rights. When you are victimized sexually or physically, you are entitled to repayment under the United States Constitution. No one has paid me shit. As a matter of fact, like I said, the louder I get, the more they move me around and the more they try to silence me. So this morning, in the one moment of peace that I was supposed to have, in the 4 weeks that I've been there, never have I ever just gone in and sat down in my bed by myself. It's always up to 6 other people, 6 people total in this tiny ass room. I have to sit like this in the bed, hunched over my pump. And I'm not the only one. You know, these are some grown-ass people who don't want to be standing around for 2 hours doing someone else's dishes. Why are we not solving the problem? Like I said before, just like with homelessness, these problems have easy, cost-effective solutions. Who doesn't want to solve these problems and why? What purpose is keeping these problems around serving? For who and why? It's really not difficult. So if we compare the video where right after I met Xavier in 2022, I was giving you guys an FTR, what I refer to it as FTR at Northbridge Mall. And I was giving regular updates and explaining the situation little by little, right? Compare this video to that video. Let's see what's been done in 2 years. Because I promise you, to say that I've sent out 2,000 resumes, that would be an understatement since then. So don't sit here and tell me the problem is me and I need to get a job. I'm not lacking in intelligence. I'm not lacking in resourcefulness. I know what needs to happen. I need to earn my own income. I understand. What I don't know is why I'm being prevented from doing so. Why the state's attorney is lying on the stand blatantly with transcripts proving that they are. And who the fuck is going to step up and do something about it? We've never lived by one love. This entire time, everyone always says one love, one love, one love. It's never been one love. Anyone who's observed any part of what I've gone through would not be okay with it happening to them. All the people in this building right now, I guarantee you, if you try to do to them what you've done to me, it would never fly. That shit would never ride. Ever. So, here we are, 2024, August 17th, I think. 3 days before my dad's birthday, 4 days before my daughter's birthday, my oldest daughter. Haven't spoken to Alexis in another 4 weeks. Speak to the big kids every day, and I see Weston 3 times a week, 2 hours each visit. Don't do drugs, don't get into trouble, don't commit crimes, same shit, new day. Applying, doing what I'm supposed to do, all of the bullshit services that I've been forced to do. I'm sitting in a literal space full of addicts, and I'm the only one there who's ordered to take any sort of drug test or drug class. It's fucking crazy. I could not make this shit up if I tried. Like, could not. And they're like, they pretend to be best friends. They're like, oh yeah, they're so great. And then as soon as the one turns the back, the other one's like, that bitch is high as hell. It's crazy in there. And I'm just there like, I want to watch my Modern Family and mind my business. You know, that's what I want to do. You know, I come here to sleep. You know what I mean? If there was a program for rehabilitation, please believe I would be actively participating. There is not. These are holding cells until they decide which way to fuck these people over next.